Hello, everyone. I'm Kathryn Han. I'm so glad to be here on the stage with you tonight or this afternoon. I'm going to talk a little bit about the AI creation reformation, and wanted to say we're going to have fun tonight. A little bit about me. I've been at Meta for the past 5 years. I've led teams to build shoppable formats for Facebook shops when it was an organic format. It was still during the pandemic. Helped optimize and simplify the ads ecosystem for monetization, and also simplified how we create posts and stories and reels on Facebook. Most recently, I support a team building AI creative experiences, and throughout the past 5 years I've been at Meta, it's really giving 3 billion people the tools to create the most compelling stories through content. The best thing and most exciting thing about AI is that it gives us the power to unlock the best creativity for the most people and lower the barrier to entry for the least. Charles and Ray Eames believed that design could serve humanity, and we can too if we stay rooted in the human need to create at every stage of innovation. But the story isn't new, right? From the first cave paintings and to generative tools, creativity has always evolved with technology. So let's go back in time. In the caves of Lascaux, these 20,000-year-old paintings were humanity's first known form of visual communication. More than art, they were expressions of identity, ritual, and knowledge. While these early pictures were made for survival, we can see that creativity from the start was deeply human and deeply communal. In ancient Greece, Plato and Aristotle debated on how creating images benefited or harmed humanity. In Raphael's School of Athens, we see Plato pointed upward, believing art was merely an imitation of reality and thus a danger because it was a step removed from the truth. Aristotle, on the other hand, his hand outstretched. He saw it differently. Art is a way to express universal truths and reveal the inward human emotions. This tension between imitation and revelation has shaped how we view creativity and is still relevant today. So the next technological innovation was Gutenberg's movable type in the 15th century. This movable type press basically allowed for the first time for image and text to combine and spread ideas at scale. What this did was it increased literacy. Knowledge was no longer confined to the privileged few, right? It became accessible, shareable, and transformative. And then in the 19th century, we've heard a theme about this throughout today. The rise of photography sparked yet another technological shift. Seen as a rift, as a window into objective reality, photography freed painters to move beyond realism. So instead of investing all their time into making something as true as what they're seeing, it actually freed them up to explore other styles, other expressions, ushering in impressionism and abstraction. Each wave of innovation, from canvas to camera, gave creators a way to rethink, reshape, and accelerate their expression, perception, and truth. And then with each leap in technology, creative access widens, right? The Industrial Revolution and later the Digital Revolution expanded that access even further. Computers moved from massive data centers into homes and hands. And with Apple's Lisa, text and image became tools that anyone could play with. And through the work of Susan Kare, who created the Mac's first icons and typefaces, human-centered design took root. There we go. And every icon carried a metaphor, intentionality, instruction, emotion, making software more intuitive than text alone. So from the smiling Happy Mac to the ticking bomb, Susan Kare infused humanity into technology. And this helped people feel less intimidated by technology and more empowered to create. And so with desktop publishing and the innovation of the internet, the medium became the message at the speed of dial-up. And with social media, more people could interact, create, and share their content, accelerating human connection and self-expression. With the first iPhone OS, it combined iPod, phone, and internet communicator into a single device. And tools became more portable, reactive, and always available with mobile. So in the last 25 years, every technological shift brought disruption and debate. Skeptics resisted, optimists pushed forward. Digital ads democratized storytelling, and video and streaming unlocked new stories beyond studios and storefronts. Machine learning and ranked feeds shifted us from mass broadcast to personalized experiences, which was humanity's biggest shift yet. And the rate of creation and consumption increased with every technological disruption. But even with these advances, the digital revolution still favored those with access to tools, skills, and time. Now we stand at the edge of the fourth technological revolution, which is AI, right? We've moved from creative scarcity to creative abundance. And AI isn't just a tool, it's a creative collaborator. It learns, adapts, and generates, reshaping how we create and connect. But to truly unlock creation, one must be deeply empathetic to the human condition and the drive to create. So Michael Cohen, a senior fellow in GenAI and early pioneer in computational image generation, observed that creative activity peaks for kids under 7 and those over 65. Why does creative activity peak, but not creativity? It comes down to creative confidence. It's high as a kid, he says. It takes a nosedive as you grow self-conscious and fear of social judgment. And at 65, it's really not about high creative confidence anymore. It's simply because you just don't care what people think about you anymore, right? So we have a chance, and AI allows us to bridge that gap between those years. And the AI creation reformation is not about replacing creativity. It's actually about rewriting who gets to participate. It's not just enabling creation. It's really making a space for humanity to thrive. And what better way for humanity to thrive than by enabling them to go back to its roots? With AI, we're effectively lowering the barrier to entry to creative access and building creative confidence. Because it's good for people to create, it helps humanity flourish. And to do this well, leading with empathy and understanding of the human condition is the key. At Meta, we aim to spark creative confidence and provide agency to people once again. We're making it possible for anyone, regardless of training or tools, to bring their ideas to life. And we can amplify the imagination for all and accelerate creativity for people to tell their stories, share their moments, and bring them closer together. We understand that starting with a blank canvas, it can be really intimidating. Meta AI can engage in creative dialogue, generating images through natural language and prompts in seamless and interactive manner. You can get a suggestion or an idea to help you foster creativity and inspiration. Much like a creative director in your pocket, this AI creative assistant can help foster your ideas and build and guide you to your next idea. And just because you're not a prompt engineer, it doesn't mean you shouldn't be able to create. We help build that creative confidence by meeting you where you are across our family of apps. You can always find inspiration that's personalized to you and your interests. And you could also imagine yourself in different ways. For instance, if I tap on Imagine Me in a 1960s film, it allows me to explore and experiment with different styles and scenes and edit with different details. I never thought I could swing a 1960s look, but now I'm open to it. And it's fun, and why not? Other styles such as retro or a retro diner or surrealist painting can also amplify the imagination. And the source of inspiration to experiment with different styles for personal exploration or for your next retro theme party is a fun thing to do. It brings people together, and the shared interests really is the root of how we get closer together. So one can venture into the world of the fantastical or the absurd if you have no ideas to even start with. And because creative activity is deeply human, We also try to celebrate the special moments that bring people together. So if you want to send a message to a loved one, you can create a birthday card message to a friend and easily edit in the prompt field. You can also experiment with different styles, like this low poly style card. It's quite easy to play and helps bring back that creative confidence that we once lost. And with easy tools, it's really no longer about who can create. It's actually about what you want to express. And have the creative confidence to play, tap into the imagination, and share your aha moments with others. And super easy to get started. And with any image, you can tap on the play button to animate it. With a multitude of ideas at your disposal, you really no longer have to be timid or shy to create. So we don't actually need animated GIFs anymore. You could just imagine something and simply with a tap of a button, make it move, create your next meme. And if you need more real estate, you can experiment with guided, intuitive tools on Meta AI on the web. You can try some of the fun preset styles, moods, lightings, and colors, such as this 8-bit style. This could be really nostalgic for older folks or fun for younger folks, being reintroduced to that style. And if you have that ambition, you can still learn prompt engineering as we make prompt transparent and easy to copy and riff off of. And there's a little something for everyone. Anyone can edit what's generated by each preset by simply editing the prompt at the bottom. You can explore different styles, match one's self-expression, such as this anime style, and keep track of your history in the right rail. Ultimately, it feels great to create. And that beauty about creativity is that anything can spark an idea or amplify the imagination. Like this cookie style for a birthday card seems appropriate and fun, and it's pretty fast to generate that. And you could also personalize any message, apply a preset which enhances your original intent, or differentiate your content if you want to share that with others. So with a myriad of styles and moods and colors, this beautiful interface lets you get inspired at the onset. And sending that to your friend or family is a great way to connect with others. With different styles, everyone can find something for them as a starting point. Just like this tattoo style, which can serve as an inspiration for a real tattoo. And you could actually combine and layer these styles and moods, like kawaii and enamel pin, along with lighting and colors. The best part is that you get unlimited generations, no subscription necessary. It's already in your pocket. And it's very fun and lightweight to create images. And for those of you who want your own dedicated assistant, Meta AI standalone app was just released previously, a few weeks ago. It helps remember your interests. It's personalized for you. It has voice capabilities, so that if you don't want to even prompt, you could just give voice audio notes. So all of this makes it easier for you. You can also enhance your ideas with leveraging AI here, or create AI-generated content, or remix the content that you're inspired by the creators you follow. And if you have Ray-Ban Meta AI glasses, you can also import your content from your Ray-Ban Meta AI glasses, and then continue your creative journey, because it'll import into your apps as well. And that discovery feed allows you to find any other creative content that's generated by other people that you get inspired by. So we're making it possible for anyone, regardless of training or tools, to bring their ideas to life. Now, I invite you all to create with me, because it's fun and it feels good to create. So I want you all to pull out your phones, open up, and let me know. Open up your app, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. Most of these examples are Instagram. And let me know if you're channeling your creative confidence of your inner 7-year-old self or your future 65-year-old self. Ready? OK, so if you're on Instagram, start by tapping on the floating action button on the lower right corner, select Gallery, and tap Imagine. You can immediately experiment with different ideas on the right, personalized for your interests. Let me give you a minute. You can also go on messaging and find it in the Messenger app. And be able to upload an image. Did everyone find it? No? Anyone find it? No? Yes? No? Show me your phones if you did find it. On Messenger. Great. You found it on Messenger? Great, great. Awesome. So you've now just started jump-starting your creative process here. So let's try another one. So the first prompt is no prompt. You don't have to learn anything. So what you could do is in the Fab, you can upload a photo. Here also, if you go on the Messenger portion, another way to enter it is the Messenger app here, either on Instagram or on Facebook. And then you could also select from your gallery and select a photo to upload that image. And when you've uploaded that image, you could be able to tap and edit with AI and explore other styles like 3D, animate, comic book style, and more. I personally like the classical style because why not? I'll never be in that mode, but it's great to imagine and create. Did everyone get it? Did everyone find it? Show me your phones. No? OK, let's start with the next one. So if you want to fine-tune your details, are you on Meta AI? You could, after you've uploaded your own image, you can tap and press on the media and long press to the thread. In my example here, all I did was change one thing by saying, change hair to red. Did everyone get it? No? Yes, no, yes? Show me your phones. No? Oh, what? Did you find it? Did you make it?
It put me in a skirt for some reason.
It put you in And that is the fun thing about AI. Like, you could be able to laugh about these things and connect with one another and create together. All right, next. Different styles. You could adjust different photos. You can add things to any photo you uploaded. I heard a little bit of aha moments here. And then let's try a more complicated prompt. Instead of going into Imagine, you could just tap on the Meta AI Fab button on the bottom right corner. And then you could just type in the prompt, imagine an adorable dog wearing a knitted outfit, lounging on a plush cushion atop a cozy sofa. Inside a softly lit, warm-toned, modern living room. And make it Baroque style. How are we doing? Are we able to get it? Did you find it? Thumbs up? Phones up? Excellent. Cool, let's rack it up a little bit. So Father's Day is around the corner. Let's show our dads some love with this prompt. So in Meta AI, when you tap into the Fab, you could type in the prompt, a colorful Father's Day card, illustration, analog print, in the style of a traditional woodblock print. The central composition is framed in an ornate hexagonal border resembling carved wood. Inside the frame, a large stylized bear wearing a flannel patterned vest lounges peacefully on a tree stump carved with the phrase, Happy Father's Day, in bold letters. Beside him, a smaller cub mimics his pose with comic exaggeration. And around them, two pedestal-like plinths featuring a jazz record and an electric guitar. The background is a repeating forest motif. Were you able to create it? It's a long one, but we're kind of like ratcheting it up. Cool. If the long prompts get really intimidating for you, you could always try a very light one, like imagine me as a superhero flying in a heroic pose with the city skyline in the background. I heard some laughters. I saw, yeah, there you go. It's one of my favorite ones because, not all heroes wear capes, but we're all creatives, and we're here to help the world make a better place. So do you feel the creative confidence here? Yes, I heard a yes. Thank you. So last one, imagine me as a character cloaked in flowing robes, holding a massive paintbrush, glowing in the bristles, radiating streaks of vibrant color like a force weapon made of pigment and energy. The pose is bold and dynamic, brush held aloft like a beacon, and one knee bent on a stone pedestal surrounded by scattered canvases and floating sketch fragments. Backdrop is a distant galaxy, and twin suns cast dramatic backlighting. Awesome. So we can see, with every step, and with a few steps, we can always jumpstart our creative journey with AI tools and be able to connect with others through the things that we create. This helps bring us all closer together and engage in this deeply human activity that we have, which is this desire to just create because it feels good and it brings us with shared interests together. So while big tech creates for the bots, we really create for you and to help you express your interests with others. So we can bridge that creative conference together between the ages of 70 and 65 so that we can enable everyone to be creative, anyone to be able to amplify that imagination safely and free. So I invite you all to design a new world that allows everyone to create the best creative content for the most, lower the barrier of entry for the least. Thank you. This side?